Hey guys, so here we are. It's the end of September. Reg and I have been away for a couple days, and before we left, it was dry. We hadn't had any rain, and everything looked so just terrible. And
Parched.
parched. And the water barrel was empty. Look at this. And I'm sure that we lost, we're talking about doing 2 water barrels because I looked at the precipitation. We had 2.38 or 2.83. I can't remember. That was a lot of rain. And has it made a
That's a
difference?
lot of rain.
Oh my gosh, it's made a huge difference. I mean, everything looks hydrated, saturated. But in the garden, these cosmos are going to stay for a while because they do so well up here. They're not looking too bad. You can see all my geraniums are gone. I had 2 buckets of geraniums that Trudy has taken, and she's going to be the caregiver of them through the winter and see how many she can get back. I've kept this. This is the window box that was up here, and it's just looking fabulous. I'm not going to be tearing this apart until the frost gets it because I love the grasses. I love the
grasses are really nice.
sweet potato vine, and it just got a little heavy. And if that goes back up on the window next year, we've got to come up with some idea. But this garden, what I am going to do in the next week or so, I'll get in and clean off my Liatris heads, my little black-eyed Susans, perhaps.
You cut the peonies back anytime soon?
Oh, I will. You can see they're ready to go. So I usually do cut mine back the end of September. Yeah, 1st of October. And those will get cut to the ground because it's that time of year, even though the weather is so pretty, it's that time of year to get in here and clean up. I can see weeds popping up down my double play doozy. I'll get in there and get that weeded. I still love how the Caryopteris looks here.
But look at the nice little, I don't know what that's not flower, look at that.
I know, that's where the flower heads were, seeds.
Yeah.
Yeah. And from this view, you can see that the asters have popped out, Reg, just since we've been gone. You go away from your garden for 2 days and you come back after a good rain and things have changed. I love how my New England asters look. Oh, and once we get down in the garden, I mean, the purples are just vibrant right now, which I love. There's always a season for pinks, yellows, greens. Oh, and I did not plant, I'll point that out when we get down here. There is some goldenrod in the garden, which is that bright yellow. A bird probably left it for me. And
oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, I like how it looks, so I may keep it. There was a lot of wind, so there's been some wind damage that I'll just have to tie up a few things. This Verbena bonariensis, I love where it just picks up. But over here, let me show you something. Not only with my morning glories, these beautiful purples, they're about done too. You can see they're a little weary. That's just the season that happened. But I was back in here on this loofah vine, which is gorgeous. And I am finding,
you're right. The vine itself is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But look at this. I start looking. Reggie came up and said, Teresa, have you been up on that vine? Look at these gourds. Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some still growing. If October is warm, I see another one in here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
It's supported.
So we have several. So we may be able to.
Yeah, what I noticed about it, not to interrupt.
What is it?
But they are heavyweight.
Yeah, they are heavyweight.
Okay, so if you look at this one, look how these other tendrils are actually supporting it.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Oh, so if I cut that off, it'll fall.
It'll fall. It might break right there.
Those tendrils are really strong.
Yeah.
A lot of little baby ones. They say you can eat this gourd. I don't know if I'm willing to try that or not.
There's another one.
But
there's one over here too.
But what these beautiful white flower in front of Reg is a Japanese anemone, and you can see how it's going towards the sun. So I'm going to probably transplant a few of these closer to this Hinoki cypress so that it can be in full sun. They can take, I thought it was just partial sun, partial shade, but the way it's leaning towards the sun, I think it really likes a little more sun than it was getting right here. So I'll dig those up after they're through blooming and move them around in this area here and give them a little more sunlight. But
The cypress is still looking
The
good.
cypress is great. Yeah, I've kept it watered though. You know, that's what you have to do. And I've done that. This bed that we did last year, it's just fantastic. This little vine, and I can't think of the name, but this vine came with me from Jackson's Mill. This beautiful little red bloom on it. And you know, it comes back.
It's
And
intertwined itself in the Stafford
yeah,
willow.
I
Over
was
there on the other side, there's
yeah, you
flowers.
can see the red blooms. I was hoping, I've tried to train it so we could see some red blooms in with the dappled willow. And these, you know, these shrubs, you can't beat them. We've said that from the beginning. The Mr. Bowling Ball, they've done exactly it. They've come through this hot of the summer very easy. This bed looks great. I can't do a darn thing to it. The asters, they're prettier from afar than down close. It would be nice if I do a little something more in here to cover where the leaves come off of them. But it's, like I said, it's almost the 1st of October. I'm going to let them just be the way they are. That's how this perennial garden is. Everything's doing still really well. I will wait till a frost hits to clean off the morning glories off the pergola, but the rain was fantastic. The zinnias look great. The wind blew them down, and I will have to tie them up. I want them to last a little longer, so I just need to get in here and groom. I'm not doing it today. Today I'm still like on a little bit of vacay. And yeah, it's so nice to see pretty butterflies against that pretty purple. But my new hydrangeas that I've planted, this is, oh, I can't remember what it is, but look how pretty it is. And next year will be better. It's called Let's Dance Can Do. And it has a lot of little blooms on it. Again, I planted it in the heat of the fall, but that's okay. I've kept it watered. Next season will be gorgeous.
It's a double play as well, right?
No, double play doozy is the
Oh,
spirea
right.
up there,
Yeah.
which is doing great. Well, you know, it's just doing great up there against the wall with the my dwarf Alberta in the pot, giving me that little green against the wall. So these things are, yes, you can see the peonies. Time to cut them back. I cut them off to the ground, and these will go in a bag. They won't go in my compost. I can see a little aphids from this tree, and we'll talk about, I'm going to do a separate little video about the aphid explosion in the willow tree. The grasses, the wind really splayed them out. I'll get in and pick them up. But as for color, I love when the purples come out. The shade garden, I have a plan for it too, and we'll get that done, but it's not going to happen today. It's that time of year. I can't believe it's almost October. We're this close to October, and we're going to have to get in here and start cleaning things off, which I will. And I need to get my perennial pots, these that are under the tree here. I will get them ready to be put back in the ground. I'll add a little compost in the soil, and I'll just take that whole pot and plop it back in there, out of the pot, of course, and the one hanging the willow tree. But as for the grass, it's turned green. I'm probably going to have to mow because we're taking off again next week, and I want the yard all nice and neat and tidy. I want the leaves all nice, neat and tidy, because it makes me happy to see things neat and tidy. But this is how it's looking, you know. Everything's looking still with that rain. You can water your gardens, and you've probably found that out because everyone's had some water deficiency. You can water your gardens every 3 to 4 days, but they never look as good as the rain does. It just hydrates.
Well, when you get over 2 inches.
Yeah, it hydrates the leaves. You know, it just brings everything to life. Everything is standing up saying, thank goodness that it's here. So this is the garden, the end of September. And the next time we do a garden tour, there'll be a lot of things cut back and looking neat and tidy. But as for now, get out and enjoy. If you've had rain, get out and enjoy the rain and what it did for your pretty flowers and your shrubs and trees. So that's it for Gardening on the West Fork. Till we see you the next time. I'm going to do a willow tree aphid explosion update soon because it's here. Yeah, it's a mess. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you the next time.